guys, I wanted to come on here really quickly just to talk about the full moon because it's in Libra, and I kind of feel like it's important for people to know what the full moon represents because I always do a reading around this and then I post it to YouTube. But I've also have been doing a monthly full moon ritual as well where I can offer healings to people. So this full moon is called the pink moon. And I can't help but feel like it's when the weather starts to get a little bit nicer. We start thinking about planting our gardens, we get our seeds going, that sort of thing. And there's a couple things that are happening in the atmosphere as well, and with the planets. And this is like energy that we won't ever see again. So if you are noticing that energy is moving, old things are kind of like finally going to the wayside, then that's probably related to what's going on energy wise. Okay. So when I connect to this full moon, first thing I get is exactly what we were talking about, planting seeds. So it could literally mean gardening, things like that, but it could also be manifestation work. So although this is a full moon and we might think that that's a heavy time emotionally, can actually be a perfect time to really think about what it is that you want moving forward. So first things first, what I would recommend for everyone to do around this full moon, whether you join me for the ritual or not, but if you want to, it's $11.11. You can book online or e-transfer me, and we'll do some clearings and healings through Zoom. All right. So write down what it is that you would like to open up to. What scares you right now? What are your deepest fears? So I would say consider those things and how you're going to start shifting and moving through those. How are you planning on growing yourself if you see yourself as a seed? Second of all, Libra is all about balance. So you might find that you're starting to notice where you're out of balance. So, for instance, if money is something that you feel like you've struggled with over and over and over, or if your eating patterns are something that you've struggled with over and over, these things are going to start being presented to you. And I actually feel like you're going to start having some aha moments. But you also have to do the work. So this is also a great time to get a healing session as well. This week for the members that I have in my membership group, no matter what level you are, I'm doing 30-minute readings for only $60. That being said, my time for my hour is also going to be changing. So that's something to be mindful of because I will be up leveling and upgrading what I do since now I have the membership groups where you can get all the training, recordings, and also Facebook support. So then when you get your one-on-one time with me, it's going to be I feel like extra important actually. And when we do our one-on-one time, it's going to be through online only. Okay, so just kind of changing over to doing more coaching and teaching and supporting people that way for people who really want to tap into whether it's their entrepreneurial side, their mental health, things like that. All right, and I do have a psychology background, but I'm not a psychologist, and I want to let people know that. So I want to go a little bit deeper in here, even though someone's going to be walking in my door, because one thing that you're going to find with the Libra stuff is you might want to use a different side of your brain at this time. So if you've been a really logical person, you're going to find that you need a lot more creativity. You need a lot more intuitive work. So that's an awesome chance for you to start learning through my membership as well if you feel like you need more access to that, okay? The other side is if you're always artsy, you're always creative, you're always just going with the flow and living in that like kind of magical fairy way, what you're going to find is you actually need a lot more stability. So you're going to notice, okay, I need a foundation. I need to get my act together, that sort of thing. So pay close attention to that as well. And then the third thing that I feel like is important is clear your energy around this time. So how do we do that? Often we'll get a Reiki session. We'll get outside a little bit more. You might do some crystal healing, things like that. But your diet and exercise are going to play an extra role because in order to get all of your vitamins and get all of your energy balanced, you're going to have to make sure that you're getting a lot more nutrition than you've ever needed. So if you're finding that you're fatigued, food is actually going to be really helpful for you, especially vitamins. So again, I make tinctures, I work with herbs, things like that, teas. So if you need support that way, I can also guide you along the path. I hope to see some of you guys in the full moon reading. Please make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel.